Hello, everyone. You ever have something you really don't feel like doing, but you know you're gonna be beating yourself up on forever for not doing if you don't do it, so you gotta go ahead and get out of the way? That's me today with this video. So bear with me while I try to sound this out, and thanks for being here with me. In my last video, I communicated that I was hoping that would be my last video. But circumstances have kind of just compelled, at least one more bite of the apple, so to speak. So this weekend, I saw the Michael movie a second time. Really enjoyed that. It was interesting taking in that movie a second time. The first time I watched it, aware of what all the critics were saying, but I was surprised how the energy in the room and the aftertaste of the movie hit me. So I went a second time with a bunch of friends to see if it was a figment of my imagination. And the second time, it just clarified. I unequivocally love that movie, and the experience of it visually and sonically is one of the best things I've ever seen. Watching the movie put me in the mood to, of course, binge Michael Jackson music videos. So I'm watching Thriller this morning, and watching Thriller made me want to revisit Night of the Living Dead. George Romero is one of my favorite storytellers ever, and I really love what he did with the zombie genre because he used each zombie story to tell an important social story. Night of the Living Dead is a very interesting and compelling story because it's still squarely with the issue of race and the importance of keeping your head and listening to voices you don't expect to listen to in times of crisis. And the importance of voices you are not inclined to trust has been on my mind extensively for the last few weeks since the Supreme Court decision affecting the Voting Rights Act was handed down. Beyond just how demoralizing and I'll leave it at demoralizing that decision is, from a selfish standpoint, the standpoint of the people who are inclined to support that decision or authored that decision, it's weird to me from a self-preservation standpoint to cut out the political voice of a population that is proven over multiple election cycles to be one of the most reliable barometers of what should be happening in the country any given day. If you look statistically, just that group of voters, my people, on the right side of history. And it's weird to me to want to cut out that voice. Just beyond taking it personally, it's just weird to me that you would have something that accurate, like an altimeter, and cut that away. You're going to finish the flight with no altimeter. I don't understand. And that's okay. I'm not supposed to understand. It's just weird. What was especially compelling and horrifying and prescient to me about Night of the Living Dead today was the idea that zombies superficially don't seem scary enough. They move slow, they look familiar, you don't understand how much danger you're in until it's very late, and then you panic. And it's too late and you can't freak out. And the central character is the character who keeps his head. And the horror, is, more so than any of the actual zombies, is that none of these other characters will listen to the one character who is consistently keeping his head and focusing on solving the problem. As I process the aftermath of the voting rights decision and this insane gerrymandering battle that's going on around the country, it feels like we are transitioning into something like a zombie democracy. We feel like we have more time than we do. We don't realize how undead we are. And by the time we do, it may be too late. And similar to a zombie apocalypse, the way out of this is to do the things we don't want to do. Zombies spread because people are bound by their normal social mores and won't do what it takes to stop the zombie apocalypse from spreading, whether it's beheading the zombies or burning the bodies or whatever. They just won't do those things, and the people reanimate and become more zombies. And as I look across our political system, it seems clear that we are experiencing a metastasizing cancer that is spreading across the country and picking up pace in its escalation because too many of us, a critical mass, will not do the thing we need to do to stop the zombies. And the frustrating thing for me as an observer and as a citizen is I get it. I understand. And I feel it's all legitimate. I understand where everybody is coming from. But if we want to survive this thing, it may behoove us to consider that the path forward, the path out of this, the antidote, the cure, is to start considering the opposite of what our instincts are. Whatever makes you feel satisfied is probably the wrong thing to do for the sake of the system. It's probably the wrong thing to do for the sake of the democracy. I am sure Samuel Alito was very satisfied with that Supreme Court decision he authored. I'm very confident that lots of people in the capsule of their little decision feel satisfied with decisions they've been making lately. But I am not convinced that those decisions are the best for the health of the system. We're at a decision point. This may be the data and conclusions era of the American experiment. What have we found? Can we self-govern? Can we self-govern as pluralistic people, as a society? Can we be civilized? The answer is in our hands. We have so much more power than we realize. And the answer may come down to our ability to counterbalance our natural human animal kingdom instincts. Whatever we feel we want to do, whatever we feel would be satisfying to do, whatever we feel would be satisfying to our rage, may in fact be the exact wrong thing to do. And I am so frustrated and sad to even be trying to communicate this because I feel like Tom Hanks in Saving Private Ryan firing a pistol at a tank, but it felt like I would be no kind of friend or citizen if I didn't at least share that for consideration. Whatever we want to do, we should probably do the opposite for a while to try to break this cycle, because I suspect it's going to just keep escalating and escalating and escalating until we decide we can't coexist at all anymore and give up on even the veneer of legality. I'm realizing this is not an easy to swallow pill. Thanks for hearing me. Thanks for being a friend. I appreciate you all. And more than I appreciate your ears, I appreciate your voices. Keep being you and leading with your hearts and thinking with your minds. Thank you so much. Have a great day.